In a new short film headed to the Bentonville Film Festival this week, a teenage girl decides to stage a musical reenactment of something that affected her deeply when it took place at her high school 10 years ago. Nitzan and Leela are joining us now to tell us all about the film Run Amok. Welcome. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
I know I gave a little tease right there, but in your words, could one of you describe for us what this movie is about?
Sure. So this movie is a quirky comedy about a teenage girl. Her name's Meg. She is an amateur harpist and a professional teacher's pet. And she decides to stage this musical about a tragedy that took place at her high school.
Yeah. What was it like, maybe, and I guess the story will tell this, of how the tragedy becomes a musical?
Sure.
What was that transition like for you as you were writing this?
Yeah. Well, you know, I have kids, I have young kids, and I just see all the time the ways that they are so curious and creative, and the way that they take their curiosity and creativity in such unusual ways to process, you know, things that they're going through in life, challenges, big life things. And so I was just really interested in seeing the way that kids approach the world and challenges in a way that's so different from adults, because they're still in this different place where they're just asking all the questions. They're not afraid to ask questions. They're not afraid to just be uninhibited and use all of their different creative skills to think about life and everything that's happening.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the inspiration behind the film. Leela, maybe for you.
Sure. Well, Nitzan and I are both moms, and we both are moms of young children. And as she said, you know, it's such a wild time to be alive, and especially for children who are experiencing all these things that are happening in the world around us. And I just gravitated towards her story, and I love Nitzan's writing style. And what we didn't mention is the film is actually a proof of concept for a feature film that's already written, that we're getting ready to hopefully go into production soon, possibly in Northwest Arkansas, which we're really excited about. And, you know, it's just really refreshing to see a story told through a completely different lens, through the lens of innocence, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the putting together the film. How long did it take from conception, you know, inception of when you're thinking about it, to what we're seeing right here?
Sure. Well, I had this idea for a full-length feature film, and I ran it by Leela. We had collaborated on some other short things, and we decided, because the film, it has this really kind of unusual tone and comedy, and this very kind of quirky, offbeat style, that we'd love to make a short film to kind of showcase what the feature film will be. So making the short film was just a matter of a few months, really, but we're kind of still in the process with this project, and we attached this wonderful producer, Julie Christeas of Tandem Pictures, to the project. And she recently shot a film in Northwest Arkansas, Nuked, with Justin Bartha, and we're really excited to be partnering with her on the project, and for the potential that the feature film, which we're still in the process of working on, will actually get made in this area as well.
So you're kind of like mid-flow right now. You've produced and made this short film, but the idea is to take it to a feature-length film. Yeah, wow.
Yes, exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to some nitty-gritty. We've got some details for our audience, our viewing audience, on when you can check out this short film, because I believe it's going to be screening later this week. Is that right, Nitzan? Do you have the details there?
Yes, we are screening Friday evening at 8 p.m. It's going to be with a few other short films that should all be really fun. And we'll be there for a Q&A afterwards. If anybody wants to come and say hello, we'd love to meet you and chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. We're excited about the festival, so thanks for spending some time with us chatting. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you there.
Yes, for sure.